like being provoked. Confirmation, that's why I burped. I don't like being provoked, and people be thinking that because they have tinted windows that they can just peer and invade my personal privacy. And then when I look into their tinted glass windows and I make it known that I see them, they want to act oblivious to the fact that they were invading my privacy. At the end of the day, I'm not a motherfucking animal, so that gives you no right to gawk. I'm a human being, and when I'm up underneath all these false accusations that have turned out to be nothing but a scam, a social engineered plot and scam to make me out to be something that I'm not, changing my identity by using words that spell out that I'm a fugitive slave. And they wanted to make that very clear to me. They wanted to make that very clear to me, along in addition to calling me a nigger bitch. Attorneys that I paid. Why the fuck would I hire you to throw out a protective order that took so much time, energy, took food off my motherfucking table for my motherfucking kids, while people was stealing my motherfucking money to pay these dummies to do it to me and my children? All because people did not want me to get what was rightfully mine. So they thought they'll just team up with my family, who wanted to sabotage me and split it amongst them because they felt that they deserved to be the first that ever did it, but ain't never worked a day in their motherfucking life because everything they had was handed to them by my grandparents, who left the estate for me, not them. And these people have sabotaged every attempt at success in my life, going as far as sending perverts into my life like they send perverts into my children's life. And I have proof of it, and people want to sit here and turn the other way and constantly plot and scheme my demise, and I'm not supposed to be upset. I'm not supposed to find a creative outlet to express myself. Fuck what you think, because you don't know what you think, because you're acting impulsively. You're reacting and expecting me to react to your reactive abuse, and constantly, time and time again, has proven that I will not engage. I'm 10 toes down with the light of Christ, and you are proving that you are the Antichrist while you sit up in church on the front row of the pew professing to be about the things of truth. When you live a life, you are a two-headed beast, and I cast you to the pits of terror. You have no authority or jurisdiction over my life, like you have been doing and blocking my forward movement. I have been commanded to live, and you constantly keep trying to wish death upon me. And you prove and expose who you really are every single time. The beast. A savage beast. And you're proud of it. I'm a lady. And while I have had to detach from social constructs because I refuse to let people in communities that trauma bond, stone me to death with stones of misjudgment, because you don't understand. You don't understand because you don't have the truth. You don't have the truth because every evidence, every record has been a lie. Has been a lie. As a result of a bunch of little white lies that have been fraudulently created And if we were to look deeper into these text messages, we will see a completely different story. If we even did forensics accounting, we will see a completely different story of someone who is trying to play the victim here when they a whole wolf in sheep's clothing. Don't even like going to church. Act like he wanted to come on out there and not stop and hit it and T-bone me, baby. You ain't gonna T-bone me, baby, because I saw you. I saw you. And I made you think twice when I slowed down. Made them think twice when I slowed down. Motherfucker, you is not gonna motherfucking T-bone me. You gonna be out here looking like an idiot in the middle of the road. And that's why he stopped. Because he realized that he wasn't gonna get me. He wasn't gonna get me. And see, people will pay people to hit you in an accident just to make things seem like that what they're not. And then a whole war then started because somebody out here plotting and scheming because it's more lucrative and financially advantageous for people to constantly invade people's privacy that they wish to objectify in a sexual way. Mind you, these people paraded me through the jails butt-ass naked, so all that was caught on camera, and they insisted on watching me shower, and they loved it. They loved it so much that they made sure that they wore their Blue Lives mask as they did it. Blue Lives Matter mask as they did it. As they did it. And constantly throughout all of that, they tried to provoke a reaction out of me by putting inexperienced new rookie officers in harm's way, thinking that I will react violently to them. And they were making like a ritual out of this by putting this junior rookie officer in harm's way, expecting me to act violently. And I could tell just by looking at her that she was a bit fearful. And what makes it so sad is that she was a minority woman of Hispanic descent. The same origin of ethnicity that was used in testifying against me, and they weren't even nowhere near the scene of the vicinity where they lied and said X, Y, and Z happened. I'm not gonna repeat it because it's motherfucking irrelevant because it's a lie. So why would I fucking repeat it? They know what they did. They got it on motherfucking paper, and they edited a whole video to line up when there were people that served me that could say otherwise, but they made sure they didn't have them white people testify, but they brought them Mexicans in the back from the kitchen to testify, and they scared them by instilling excessive fear and intimidation that they was going to deport them and tear apart their families. These people testified out of fear. These people testified out of fear. Fear that their families were going to go without. Fear that they were going to have to leave the country. Fear of their children being in child protective custody because their children were born here. Ye have so little faith, but these be the same ones that will say 12 goddamn Holy Marys on Sunday, thinking that all is forgiven, and you can fool man, but you can't fool God. And people think I'm doing something to them, trying to give me hints that I need to go to where the Salem witch trials happen and get the schools to help me. No, boo. You need help. You need help. Because the things that you was helping other people plot and scheme for me has now plagued you. Has now plagued you. what they wish for me and what you participated in, a ritual unbeknown to you, because you leaned upon your own understanding and not the understanding of the Lord, is now crippling you. See, love will get you killed, but your pride will be the death of you. And some of y'all was a little bit too motherfucking prideful. Talking about I ain't humble enough. Nah, bitch. You got too much division in your mind. And you tried to treat me like a dog, a raggedy female dog. And mad when somebody returned that energy back to you. Oh, you can't handle it, but that's what you expected me to be. That's what you called me. But when you exhibit the very characteristics of the things that you tried to say over my life and instill into my spirit that is filled with God, so it couldn't, and it returned to you, you can't handle it. Not my problem, and you're not gonna come and attack my character because I'm sitting over here advocating for myself while you sit here and much rather attack me. Not gonna sit here and keep taking that, especially when I know y'all got my money and y'all doing this so I don't get my money. I need my money, and stop playing.